these different celebrities started calling us and wanted us to entertain at their kids' parties because we did such a good job. And then next thing you know, they said, well, can you do an adult party? Can you bring out some Hawaiian dancers and luau, girls in grass skirts? And so we hired the girls that were in like the video with Will Smith, getting jiggy with it, the ones in the Hawaiian beach. We found them and we would hire them for parties, and they'd bring out Hawaiian music. And we end up making, $10,000, $15,000 on a party instead of $100. So that's what I did. And then my wife's background is the fashion industry. And we put hundreds of thousands of dollars into that. When you get into something where you manufacture, you want to be careful, because if you don't sell it, you already paid for all the stuff you made. So what's great about, and if you guys have a phone, if you could put it on vibrate or silent or whatever. But that's kind of like my background. And so my wife was in the fashion industry and I was in the event planning industry, and we were putting hundreds of thousands of dollars into my wife's fashion business. And I got to a point where I was really frustrated. I don't know if anybody here has ever, you make all this money and it just disappears. We were making $10,000, $15,000 a month, and it was just gone, every single month into the fashion industry. So I got kind of frustrated as the person that tries to make money, and I was trying to help my wife start her business. And I said, man, there's got to be a way to make more money than $15,000 a month. And I was just racking my brain. I don't know if everyone's ever worked 10, 15-hour days, and you work all this time, you get your check, and it's gone. And you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. And I was just looking for something, and someone called me up with a network marketing concept, and I got involved in a company. And because I was looking, it made sense to me. And I knew what residual income was, because residual income is where you do work once, and you get paid over and over as an actor. If you work in a commercial, every time they run the commercial, they send you a check. So you're just like, yeah, keep running it, so you get more checks. But in life, with a job, you exchange hours for dollars. Most people in life work how many years? I mean, what's the average person work as far as years of work?
Sometimes 45 to 50 years.
40 years. And how many hours a week?
8 to 10, sometimes 12.
A week?
Really?
A week?
No, I mean a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can work 40, 50 hours a week. So you take 40 years times 50 hours. How many hours is that? It's like 20,000 hours. So I just kept thinking, man, I don't want to work for the rest of my life. And like, we're never taught any of these other options, because in school they teach you to get a job. All your friends have jobs, your parents have jobs. So everyone just thinks the thing to do is get a job. And I'm not saying don't make money and don't have a job, right? But I'm saying look for like some kind of plan B where you can get your time back and get money. Because most people right now in this economy, when they retire, they don't have any money when they retire. They usually move in with the kids, or now people are taking care of people because they can't afford the cost of living. So you have to think ahead, and you can't get caught up in the masses, because the masses are all headed in the same direction. You look at people like Richard Branson and billionaire type people, Warren Buffett. These people go in the opposite direction of everyone else. So sometimes being an entrepreneur and being in your own business is not it's simple, but it's not easy. Because the masses are all saying, well, if you're right, that means I'm wrong. If you're going to make money and become wealthy in 10 years doing this business, that means I'm not going in the right direction. So most people will never admit that a lot of these things work, because their mind justifies that it won't. So they gather evidence that it won't. So some people that you come across, they're just never going to see it. People that call me up and say, is this one of these pyramid things? Well, everything's a pyramid. The taxes are a pyramid. The government's a pyramid. The IRS is a pyramid. The FDA is a pyramid. Everything out there is a pyramid. And they don't realize they're in the pyramid. They're just on the bottom, because they never got the looking glass that saw where they are in the pyramid. So we all think about this stuff. So everything's that structure. So you got to be mentally tough, and you got to be educated on the industry. And I'm coming from more of a leadership standpoint this morning.